Hi everyone. I wanted to talk in this video. It's I wanted to go over an article that was written by NASA back in March, and it's the reason I'm talking about this particular article. It's regarding the word predictions that they mention here, and to help us prepare. So they've come across some kind of artificial intelligence that they claim would be able to help them, as prepare, like predict when the next huge solar storm would be coming into the planet Earth, and with the hope that it would give us 30 minutes in advance warning. Um, I I personally don't really believe that we will be giving that much time warning. I honestly don't think so. And even if we were given 30 minutes warning advance before the solar flare gets into the planet, it would not be enough time for us to be prepared in terms of our power grids and our critical infrastructure as stated here in this article. So I don't really. It's kind of like giving us a false hope that we going to be able to rely on the satellites of NASA and artificial intelligence combined together to help us predict the alarming, the dangerous solar storm that is due to come into the planet. So I don't really believe that's really going to work, and I don't think 30 minutes is going to be enough. I think that's giving the public a false belief, a false you know, some kind of a giving us false hope as though everything is going to be okay. No, I think we need to start preparing ourselves now, and we don't have enough technology to predict the sun. Unfortunately, as much as we think we do not have enough technology to predict the sun. Our technology is still primitive in regard to the prediction of what the sun will do and will not do. We've been trying to control the sun for a very long time, and we have failed drastically. But I do believe, on the other hand, we as people could prepare ourselves by doing our work and everything else, and preparing for to meditation, lots of prayers, and getting our mind set so that when it does happen, when our power grids and our critical infrastructures are damaged, we will be able to move on in terms of not relying so much on technology when it happens. They're not really telling us what's really going on, so they kind of like giving us a little bits and pieces of it. They're not telling us the whole thing. I mean, people who know the whole thing already, they're already out and hiding. So this is like an example of a solar storm that happened in 2003, and that's the one. If you look it up in NASA, you'll be able to find it. But this article is interesting because it talks about how we would need at least 30 minutes to prepare, and I don't think that's going to be enough for us to prepare for what's to come if we don't start preparing ourselves now. That was the whole purpose of me going over this article. It's an old article, and I think it's giving us false hopes into thinking that we could prepare ourselves for what's to come. And if you look at the Carrington events, which occurred in 1989, and it caused electric blackouts across, Quebec for 12 hours. That was not the one. That was the one that happened in 1989. But Carrington occurred in 1859, and then telegraph stations and all kinds of messages were not able to function properly. So if we were to have a Carrington event today were to happen here on Earth, we would have a lot more severe impact because of the fact that we have our electrical system is much sophisticated than before, and we rely a lot more on technology as its banking system, our educational system, and our medical system, and our food system. Everything we do is on technology. And if we were back in the Carrington event, if you look here in 1859, they didn't rely so much on technology, and look what they went through, the interruption they dealt with. Imagine what would happen to us today. So the sun is currently going to an 11-year activity cycle, and the maximum is expected to arrive in 2025, meaning all the solar flashes being released every day, it's going to be intensified. So it's evidently they're not sharing the clear detail with us. We don't have the technology to predict what the sun will be doing. We do not. We would like to think we do, but we don't. We have to be a little more humble and share as much information as we can. But unfortunately, information. They are not sharing enough information with us. So the public is somewhat in the dark in terms of the damages, the consequences of the solar flash, and the spiritual meaning behind it. So this is the article if you want to read it up for yourself. But this is just to give you a, I call it my solar flash update of. This is all from NASA. Okay, much love until then. Talk to you soon. Bye.